Hi, my name is Les, and I'm here to show you how to fit a patient for a zipper belt. This is meant just strictly to show you how to fit a patient when you open one of these out of the box. So I want to go over what you have in here. First of all, you're going to have a telebox pouch. Second of all, you're going to have a pair of suspenders. And thirdly, you're going to have fitting instructions. So these are one size. You're going to cut them to fit for each patient. And we do that so that you don't have to stock them small, medium, large, and extra large. These are 7.5 foot long, so they're extremely long, and you're going to have to cut them to fit a patient. It's difficult to keep a brace high and up over the sternum. So you can see this should it should look similar to this after you've cut it to fit for the patient. The heart is over the sternum. The suspenders are adjusted so that it's up high. So I'm going to cut this one to fit me just so you get a general idea. So the first thing that I do is I take this telebox pouch off just so that it's out of my way. And I may not need it the first couple of days, so I'll just set it to the side. The next thing, I'm going to roll this thing out. And we set these up so that they're for a right-handed patient when we ship them to you. And what I mean by a right-handed patient, the heart is facing up and the telebox is hanging down. Now, if you're fitting a patient and they're left-handed, you're simply going to take this heart, flip it over, and then obviously you would put it on this way so that the handle is facing to the left so they can pull with their left hand. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to put this back like it was. The other thing is we've put just a little bit of elastic in here so that when this thing is on a patient and they're breathing, chest doesn't breathe very much, but when they breathe, we want it to move with them. So that's why we incorporated just a little bit of elastic there. So I'm going to fit this for me. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to center this heart right over the sternum, and then I'm going to bring all this excess material around. I make 2 cuts when I fit this for a patient, and the reason why I do that is the first cut is mainly just to get all this excess material out of my way. So what I'll do is I'll bring this belt around to the front, and where this other belt meets this one, that's where I make my first cut. So I'll simply pinch right here, and then I'm going to grab a pair of scissors, and this only takes 2 to 3 seconds to cut through this material. And then I'm getting rid of all this excess material that I don't need. Now, my second cut is my more refined cut. So the heart is over the sternum. And while you're fitting a patient for this, if the handle accidentally gets pulled, it has an auto lock feature in there. So pull here and push here. You'll want these 2 plates separated before cutting your second or your more refined cut. So you can see these 2 belts meet now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my final cut, and notice this heart, it's kind of away from my chest. I'm going to start pulling it to my chest, and when it's flat, I'm going to go down right here, and I'm going to lift up, and I'm going to cut right in front of this plate. So I'm going to go down, and then I'm going to put my thumb right there, and I'm essentially cutting off about 3 more inches here. After I do this, now this brace is cut to fit specifically for me. So I've got it high up over my sternum. My plates are separated here. I have a gap. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to pull it snug, and then I'm just going to Velcro it here. So with the elastic in here, as I'm breathing, it's normally moving with me. However, if I'm going to cough or sneeze, I can activate this handle and I'll pull. It supports my sternum, protects my sternal hardware, and as soon as that episode, the sneeze or cough is past, I can push this button and release the tension. So what I would encourage you to do is when you fit a patient for one of these, they're going to intuitively know how to get their tension. They're not going to intuitively know how to release it. So what I would do is I would have them pull it, then have them release it, have them pull it, and have them release it. And usually after the third time or the fourth time, they understand how to pull and how to release. And so that's going to be important. So the last step is putting on the suspenders. And I would take this metal clips and I would clip one here and I would clip one on this end of the belt. And then we have a Velcro tab in the back so you don't have a metal clip in your back when you're against the chair or the bed. So basically this is how it should look. Clipped on here, and I'll spin this guy around to show you. So it's just got a Velcro piece back here so that when they're laying against the bed, they don't feel a piece of metal. So that's it. I hope that helps. And if you have any questions, email me, Les, L-E-S, @ZipperBelt.com.